Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cheney and I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids ages 11, 4, and 10 months. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different with you. I really need to get my spaces reorganized, and I thought I would take you guys along with me for the journey. I watched a million of these kinds of videos to kind of get ideas for what I should do for my spaces. So I thought I would make a video so that maybe some of you could get some help. So for this shelf, I've done it a few different ways. Initially, I had it all with drawers in it, and I had different things in drawers. But what I found was, because he couldn't see what was inside of them, he would pull all of the drawers out to get to what was inside. So I took the drawers out and I bought like these trays and type of things to, you know, kind of make it more open-ended, more sort of Montessori style. But one, it doesn't, the way that it looks messy to me, and it drives me crazy. And two, it hasn't really stopped the pulling everything off the shelf at the same time anyway. Like as you can see, magnet tiles are on the floor right now, and that's after I sort of picked up. So I think I bought a new shelf, and I'll show you that in a minute, that goes in the other room. And so I think I'm going to kind of walk you guys through, show you the spaces that I have, and I'm just sort of organizing and prepping. We've already started our homeschool year, and I consider a lot of this stuff sort of homeschool things. Also, another thing is that my daughter now has her own toys that are starting to take up space, and so just the way that I have it situated right now just isn't working for us, and so I just sort of need to rework the way that things are. So this is more of our toys. You know, we've got things like he's got a writing easel, there's our instruments, there's a mathematics game. I have this Melissa and Doug see and spell type of thing. He's got this that is like an etch and sketch that he writes on. These are the number cubes. My daughter has soft blocks. I've got a Melissa and Doug clock here that is a favorite for both of my kids. I've got another thing with all of his like magnet tiles and magnet letters. This is just like a random Lion King puzzle. My daughter's toys, I don't know why they're situated like that actually. This is like a rolly thing that was actually really effective for helping my daughter learn how to crawl. And then in here he's got, these are like all of his flashcards. See, he's got, these are tangram pieces from one of the books that we have. And then he's got all of these flashcards that we've used over the years that just sort of are all shoved in here. He has this like see and spell thing that I bought and I was excited about, but he never really used it. It's kind of like a busy book thing. But I have all of these things in here. I'm trying to look to see what else is in here. Just like sight word flashcards. These are all like dollar store flashcards that we've used over the years. And then he's got these I had made. I don't even remember what small shop I bought these from, but these are just they have his name on it, and they have just different types of things that we're learning. And they're dry erase, so we've never used them as dry erase boards. They're just something that he has. He has his name on it. He'll pick it up and take from it what he will. So this used to have blocks in it. I think the blocks are just scattered about in my son's room. So I'll probably find a different use for this because I think most of those blocks have gotten lost. And then up here I have another bowl that for some reason only has one singular domino left in it. I don't know where all the other dominoes are. I'm going to find that. So there's that. And then over here is where all of our curriculum and read alouds go. As you can see, we're only a few weeks in and the school year has already taken a devastating toll. Also, my daughter, I didn't consider this, but my daughter is now old enough to pull everything off the shelf and then toss it back up on the shelf. So, and then we've got like random stuff like this, which isn't part of our curriculum, but this is a book that my daughter plays with, and when my son picks up, he has a tendency to just sort of toss everything. So yeah, so this is a book that's more for my daughter. So I need to sort of set up spaces for my 10-month-old as well as my 4-year-old, and my 11-year-old needs sort of an art space as well. Right now I just have all of just the stuffed animal type baby toys in here. We have the, I don't use these as like bath toys because they get really gross, but it's just sort of play around toys for the living room I have. This is just sort of just a bin of stuff. And then I have, and so these are the books that were like too big to go on the bookshelf over here. And this is a chess set, a Mayan chess set. It's got Mayans on one side and conquistadors on the other side. My dad brought that back from Mexico, so yeah, we just have that sort of out. So that is the space that I have here in our main room so far. And yeah, I'm gonna show you my shelf in the other room. I'll be back in a minute. So I forgot to show this earlier, but I have this basket here, and inside the basket I currently have some just random stuff that the kids have thrown in there, like board games and stuff they didn't want to pick up. So I also need to clean this out, and I'm gonna put some stuff that's taking up space on the shelf over there in here. Okay, so I am in our other room, and this is the new shelf that I just bought. We are starting to just generally do our art in this room. I have all of this shelving up here that right now just has a million books. I'm not sure. I'll probably keep it that way, but I might add some other stuff because it's really high. So I put stuff up there that we're not using all the time, that we'd have to climb up there and get down. Like I know I have up there a Halloween treats. Every Halloween we use that book to do treats, but we don't use it for the rest of the year. But I just bought this shelf. I really, really like it. Right now it just sort of has the things thrown on it that I didn't have a place for, which is just, we have this bin. This was actually in on the other shelf in the living room. I just went ahead and moved it in here because it gets used a lot. But it literally is just full of paper, blank paper. And it's actually empty. It was full, but literally every day my kids pull paper out of there and draw. So we need a dedicated bin just for blank drawing paper. And then I have, this is just like a catch-all bucket of miscellaneous arts and crafts, colored pencils and crayons. I have more than that. Our pencil sharpener is over there. So it just seems like a good place to start putting our pencils. Our pencil sharpener is right there. There's a pencil pack that we just sort of toss right there, and it has all of our like number 2 pencils in it. And then I just have like our pastels and watercolors and what is this? Oh, that's pastel. So yeah, I glue our little kid scissors, clay. I was accumulating arts and crafts projects and I didn't know what else to do with them, so I bought this shelf, and there's this space, and then I have one more space that I need to figure out something to do with, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So this is another space that I have that I'm not sure what to do with. This is my husband's like coffee area, but underneath it he doesn't use these shelves at all, so it sort of became a place for my 4-year-old for right now. This is his stool that he uses to, I'm sorry about the noise, you guys, you just have to live with it. This is the stool that he uses to get around, to get up and wash his hands or help cook or whatever. And then like all of his miscellaneous things that he won't let go of that he has. This is like a ruler. I need to move that actually. Cotton balls. He got this from the library that he'll hold on to. Mail, like junk mail. There's cut up straws, just like random pieces of things that he won't get rid of. These are like all his drawings and baby lotion for some reason. Welcome to my life. Yeah, these are like, as you can see, it's just a mass of, I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's a christianbook.com catalog. There's everything that he wants to hold on to, he's just sort of shoved in here. So I think I'm going to utilize this space, particularly since it's so close to the floor. I might put some things for my daughter in there, and then just sort of organize this a little more. Because we try to, I don't have like a homeschool room like some people have, so just every space in our house that we can, I try to implement. We have a 2-story house, so like, thank you, son. Their rooms are upstairs, and my boys have their toys in their room that sort of stay in their room, but for the most part the playing happens downstairs, the learning happens downstairs. So our top story is for bathing and sleeping more so than anything else. We just bought this house this year, and so I'm sure as we live here I might tailor those spaces more for each child, but for right now we're all mostly downstairs all the time. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys once I start moving some things around. Okay, so I just want to show you my progress on this shelf, which I am so far really pleased with. I took pretty much all of the containers off the shelf in the living room and moved them into here. So on the top shelf I just have some decoration, and then I have some decoration in this bin. I put basically all the things that we need for our artistic pursuits. So like all the pastels and the clay material, the watercolor, the clay, and then in here I have tape, scissors, and glue stick, all those types of materials. And then I have that decoration. And here I put like all of our felt and feathers and palms type artsy stuff. Honestly, the thing that's taken me the most time is just sorting through all of this stuff, because it was all thrown together in that plastic thing. But I just toss all those, and these aren't sticky, they're just like a felt material. And then I have like these are like little styrofoam balls, but I tossed them in here anyway. And then in this ball I have like all of our stickers. These are just like, actually I think that's a felt that got put in the wrong bag, but just all of these like foam stickers. I grab these from the dollar store whenever I see them. We use them a lot. This is like a sticker pack that I got with an Erin Condren planner years ago that I've never used, so I tossed it in here because I'm sure the kids will find a way to use it. And then again, these are I think this is from when we did a water unit years ago and we just never got used, so I tossed it in here. A lot of these I think I used when I was potty training, but I don't really use sticker charts anymore. I found bugs, which goes great with our garden arthropody theme right now. Got another pack of shark stickers. This is like a food pack, PJ mask, and then these are like what's the word I'm looking for? Poster numbers and letters that are black. Because we'll do those. And then I just have a little bag of beads that I tossed in there. And then in here I just have more craft stuff. I've got ribbons and washi tapes. Some of these I found we haven't even opened yet, so look at there. Just all kind of different color washi tapes. I actually had to go through the process of like rolling these all back up again. That's how bad it was. This is more just like border stuff. And here I have all of our writing utensils. So I have chalk, crayons. This is like a dry erase chalkboard eraser. Pencils, dry erase markers, more crayons. That's highlighters, colored pencils, more number 2 pencils. And then down here I have, and here is all of our coloring books, arts and crafts books, sticker books, activity books, curriculum, all of it. How-to draws. I've even got like my adult coloring books that I'll do. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a more adult oriented coloring book in here. And then back here I have, let me see if I can pull this out so that you can see. I have these Abeka activities that I got a really long time ago, and we've slowly worked through them. These are all the like cut out and put together activities that I'll use at some point, I'm sure. And then these are just like number coloring sheets. My son will pull these out and color them whenever. We've mostly gone through all of them. I think 10 was the only number we didn't make it to. Oh, there's some 8. So I have those back here. Okay, and then I have our Art of Ancients, Creative Arts and Crafts projects. I have like a write and erase dry erase thing. How to draw Fortnite. How to draw supercars. Those are for my 11-year-old. The Big Sticker Book of Nursery Rhymes. This is an adult fairy tales coloring book. This one you can tell we've drawn in a lot, me and my kids. It's like a motivational, it's like 3 books. A princess activity book. I think that's just another activity book. Our book for kids. The garden sticker book. This is like I got this for $1 at Walmart. I just happened to find. I thought it was a steal. And then our music appreciation coloring book. So there's that. And then in here I have, this is an acrylic canvas that I just threw on the bottom here. And then in here I have like all of our blank pages. So these are poster board pages that I have a lot of. I've got sketch paper, watercolor, wide rolled paper, college rolled paper, and then all of the loose, or that's construction paper. And then this is just loose construction paper, loose plain white writing paper, loose lined paper. So far, I'm super happy with what I've got going on here. And then I will tune back into you once I get something done with my living room now that I've made a mess. Okay, so for in here, I have all of our math boxes from The Good and the Beautiful. Because we don't use them all the time, I just decided to stack them all in here. I've got games under here. And then I moved this mathematics matching game. He really doesn't play with it much anymore, so I shoved it in here. And then for soft blocks, we'll just pull these out when we want to play. And then I have a puzzle, and then all of these like sight word cards and number cards, actual like playing cards in here. And then that's another game. So this is sort of my box and card game area now. And then on top, I'm just going to take and put all these. Oh, what'd I do? Put all these stuffed animals on top here for my daughter to pull down or my son to pull down whenever they feel like it. And so that's what it looks like. Then they have our map up here. And yeah, so next time on to do our shelves. Yay! Okay, so this is the shelf now. As you can see, it looks really different. It's got different stuff in it too. So I ended up moving. My daughter likes to play with our globe, but I didn't want it down there anymore because I don't know why. It was bothering me being down there. So I moved it up here, and when they want it, my 4-year-old can reach up here, so he can just pull it down whenever they want it. I moved this See and Spell puzzle up here, as well as some wooden puzzles for my son, my 4-year-old. He likes stuff like this. We'll see how long these pieces last. Stuff like this tends to get lost in our house. And then his 2 little writing utensils. And then, so the way that I structured it is the top is mostly for my son. The middle is, the top is mostly for my 4-year-old. The middle is 4-year-old and baby. Bottom, baby. So, in here I have all of his foam letters. And then he has his dominoes in here, and then he just threw this little pocket thing in here with him. And here he has all of his number magnets, which he won't let me take out of this plastic bag, so which is fine. I have all of the shape foam things in here. And here he insisted that his necklaces have their own drawer, so we have necklaces in here. And this one, I have like all of his little action figure type toys, dinosaurs, got Mandalorian, more dinosaurs, John Cena. So all of that type of stuff is in there. Then for my 3 open spaces, I just have the foam dice. I have this Melissa and Doug clock, which my son is using to learn time, but my daughter likes to pull down and pull all the blocks out. And then this is our play pianos. For this middle shelf, I have all of our foam letter puzzle pieces. Got magnetiles, which I need to get more of those. They end up on the fridge a lot. And here I have all of my son's like pretend play type stuff. These are like capes for different superheroes, and then he's got masks in there as well. And in here I just have a bunch of random assortment of balls. And then for the final one, these are all of our cars. These are all like the baby safe version, so we don't have any of the tiny like Matchbox cars in here. Those are all in the boys' rooms. And then these are miscellaneous baby toys. They're just like the little jingly noise makers. And here we have all of our place silks. She can pull these out and entertain herself with. This one has all of our Mega Blocks. And this one has all of our musical instruments. So we have this pack that I featured in one of my videos, and then just some other. These are maracas my dad brought home from Mexico. And then I've got like a baby rattle. noisemakers. So yeah, so I've made it this far. All that's left is my bookshelf, and then I will be done. Okay, so I finally got the bookshelf done, and this is what it looks like. So I put these big books up here because my daughter was starting to pull them out and try to play with them, and I don't want them to get ripped up. And then this top shelf here, I put just all of our curriculum and workbooks and like these like resource textbooks, and then these biographies that are going along with my 11-year-old's curriculum. Just to kind of, I still wanted to keep some kind of logic. I had it where it was like language arts, science, social studies, but it's not going to work anymore with my daughter being mobile. So the second shelf, I just have all of our readers, pretty much. They're not curriculum and they're not textbooks, but they go along with what we're learning, or they're books from our lightning literature. And then for the next shelf, this one I tailored more towards my 4-year-old. These are just books that I have pulled out that we have featured, and then his readers. And then the last two shelves, this middle shelf here can go for my 4-year-old and my daughter. She can pull these out and play with them and look through them, but my 4-year-old can read these books himself. So I kind of did it the same way I did the other shelf, where the center one can go for both of them, and then this bottom one here is more for my daughter, but these I Am Caring, I Am Respectful, I Am Empowered books are also for my son. And then I brought out Happy Birthday Little Pookie because my daughter has her first birthday coming up soon, so you know, I thought it would be sweet to start introducing the concept of a birthday to her. And then these books here are, oh no, these are Lithoflap books, so she can kind of investigate with them. Put my setup back. Okay. And then, last but not least, I have this setup. So I took the, I moved the globe and the books up there, and so I set this up to be sort of her little play area. I have her spinning drum. That's Not My Giraffe, which is her favorite book right now. I have Sleep Safe Baby, and then that's a fabric book that she likes to play with, and then her toys that she's working on at the moment. I didn't even end up using the coffee area. I actually took stuff out of there rather than adding stuff, so I'm happy with it. Oh, and I meant this basket here, I used to have toys in it. I have thrown all of our, like, these big, meaty curriculum books in here because we're pulling these out a lot anyway, so, yeah, so I just tossed those in there. Okay, so this is the final site. I have my shelf here, and then our bookshelf here, and a little Montessori play area here, and all the games and stuff in there. So, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more things like this, let me know in the comments down below, and have a good day. Bye!